Hello students, today we are going to discuss chapter 1 shifting homes of class 5 EVS. Yesterday we have discussed about the causes of migration. Now we are going to talk about displacement. People are sometimes forced to leave their homes and shift to new places. The forceful shifting is known as displacement. As you know that migration is done due to various reasons, but it is done by the choice of the people. But the displacement is not by their choice, it is a forceful shifting. There may be many factors which are responsible for displacement of people. So we will discuss it. The first is natural disaster. Floods, tsunamis and cyclones may result in destruction of many people's home, like Anamika's family that we have discussed yesterday. Many families' homes have been washed away by flood water. Earthquakes can also cause large scale destruction. That is why people need to move to various places, that is known as displacement. Now the next reason is construction or new roads or widening of the old ones. Sometimes what happens that government plans to construct new road or it plans to wide the roads. At that time some people need to leave their homes. That comes in between these areas. The government often decides to construct new roads which can cut through many habitats. Similarly, widening of roads can also lead to demolition of the houses on either side of the old roads. Now, the next reason is demolition of the slums. What is the meaning of demolition? Demolition means destruction. Okay, so slums are temporary settlements often in the unauthorized places. Actually, it is done because some people, those who are very poor in big cities, they make their temporary homes in the areas which is of government. So whenever required, the government demolishes their slums. Okay, so that is why it is said that it is unauthorized place by poor people in cities. Some slums have very unhygienic living conditions and are birthplaces of many diseases and ailments. The government sometimes demolishes the slums in order to build any public utility place such as park or a community center. At times the slum dwellers are provided with permanent houses with favorable living conditions. But sometimes it is not possible. When people are displaced, their living conditions may change. Now, we are going to discuss about various relationships within a family. Okay, so to discuss it, we will see this family tree. Now you can see that here you can see two names are there, late Mr. Chakravarti and Mrs. Chakravarti. Late means the person who died. Okay, so these are husband and wife. Now their son is Nitish. He got married to Maya, their daughter-in-law. Another son, Rohan, and the daughter-in-law is Seema. And their daughter is Shalini and the son-in-law is Pratap. So this is the second generation. Now, when we will move to the next generation, Rahul is the son of Nitish and Maya and he got married to the Anju. She is the daughter-in-law of Nitish and Maya. Now, moving towards this, you will see that Rohan and Seema got one son. He is Samrat, but he is not married till now. Now, you can see here, Nupur and Samir. Sorry, Nupur is the daughter of Shalini and Pratap and their son-in-law is Samir. Okay, so this is the third generation. Okay, now we will move to the fourth generation. It is Rimi, daughter of Rahul and Anuj. And here you can see Ritika is daughter and Varun is son. That is fourth generation. Ritika and Varun are the kids of Nupur and Samir. Okay, now we will go to the next category. It is changing family structures and values. Okay, now you can see you also know and you have studied in the last year also that families change due to various reasons that we are going to discuss here. Mrs. Puri concludes the class by teaching the students about important family values. She tells them that the younger member of the family respects their elders, and in turn the elders shower them with love and care. As you all know that in family also we respect our elders, and in return they love us back. It is the way that a healthy family helps form strong individuals who make up a healthy society. Members of a family, even if living separately, share some basic values and traditions. They celebrate their joys together. They stand by each other in times of sorrow. Okay, as we celebrate various festivals, birthday parties, and weddings together, and whenever they need, the time of need comes, we go and help the family members. With changing times, many customs and traditions have changed. Earlier, women were only seen in the role of housewives. Earlier, it was done when our grandmothers were there. The ladies used to work at home, and the males, they used to go out and work for the livelihood. But nowadays, you can see that mother and father both are going to do a job to earn money, and children also help them to do their household works. Okay, some values however remain unchanged. The younger members are respectful towards the elders, and elders also love and take care of the youngs. Okay, so that's all for this chapter. We will discuss exercises tomorrow. Thank you.